Go for it.
This is the Senior Center Commission meeting of Thursday, January 15th, 2026. We have a quorum, so if necessary, we can take votes.
Yep.
Let's introduce ourselves around the table. Lee, and your position with the commission. Lee McKnight, Chair.
Kate Milster, just a commissioner.
Latasha Deloach, staff.
Emily Griffin, so commissioner or
Yeah.
new commissioner?
Nancy Stradney, Commission.
Okay, thank you. I take it that everybody has read the minutes of the December meeting. Did you have any questions or additions? Anybody?
I don't think so.
No?
We can always give Emily a little bit more time to look at it so that we can actually get it on record for her to be able to vote since she just got it.
Okay.
We can come back.
Public discussion for items not on the agenda. Is there any?
No public today.
No?
I was gonna
Nancy?
pick one, but I can't remember what it was.
Well, you're not public. You speak.
I know, I'm not public, so. Kind of not.
Okay, operational overview, Latasha.
Sure. So good afternoon, almost evening. Goodness, it's getting dark out already. So I have some updates. So I know. Hello.
Hi.
This is one of our
Hi.
newer folk.
Hi.
Hello,
Welcome.
welcome. Tell me your name again.
John.
John is also one of our new people this meeting. So this year.
Yeah, good to see you, John.
Yeah, just you guys too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we are at number 4, which is operational overview. Usually you
Did you get a copy?
Did you get
No.
Did you get the commission?
I didn't find the
Were you down on
email
the
either.
Okay. I will give you mine.
It might have got.
Printed too, just in case, but that's okay. We will double, triple check. Kristen, who usually is, she's on vacation. I mean, I guess she gets time off, but so we will make sure that you don't get that. She's really on it, so it might be that we need to switch some things around. So,
Did
Okay.
you check in your spam folder?
yeah,
That's
might
where I'm
go in
thinking it might
spam,
be.
too. It's possible. It's possible. So, yes, operational. So one thing that I was thinking about, I was just gonna quickly, I know last time we were talking about like operationally what the Senior Center Commission does. I just kind of wrote a couple notes, just as a note that you all are an advisory board body to the city council. And so you all help us shape direction, policy, advocacy, and the visibility of the senior center, kind of, when it comes to older adults and who we serve. Point kind of plainly put, right? So you all advise, you advocate, and you help me set direction. So that is the biggest thing. Like I always say, commissioners can always send an email to council or go to council during their open opportunities during their meetings for open comment, and you can talk about the senior center. You don't need permission from the group. If you want to make a formal presentation, let us know and we can get you on the agenda and we can make that happen. Or if you just want to write a memo, you're welcome to write a memo and we can get it in the council packet, just so if you want to keep the senior center before them. I only see them about twice a year, formally. So, I mean, I see them in other times, but formally. So that's that part. As you all know, we have some more policies and different things that'll be coming up this year. I just want to give you guys a operational overview of what this year may look like. So we'll have policies that will be coming up because every year, every 2 years, we have policies that have to be, if they're good and fine, but then we'll bring them to you all to be voted on if they need some changes, and then send over to, well, we'll send it to the attorney first and then make sure that it's secured. So that's just a little bit, just wanted to make sure we were clear about what you all Plus what? I have lots of notes. Okay. And one thing I hope at some point, if necessary, we could do maybe a 1 year annual orientation for everybody to just kind of bring us all on board. But I'm just thinking about how to formalize it, as we get new people, but even us who've been here for a minute, we might need a little orientation too. Maybe something 30 minutes. We could even do it over Zoom or something. I just got to figure out how to do that and doesn't become a public meeting, or I just got to figure that out. Is it a closed session thing or something like that to make sure that happens? But I'll get that to you. I just need to talk to the clerk or city attorney, one of those. But just a quick overview, advisory versus operational, blah 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 kind of thing. Okay, so this year operationally, I need you all's help as commissioners because 2026 is our 45th anniversary. So it's very important. A couple meetings ago, I presented some information to you all about what sciences and social sciences have described as the gray wave, which is looking at that, Iowa has we're the fourth, I think we're the state that's like fourth in having the largest group of older adults and growing. And the reason why it's growing, and we believe by 2030, most or a significant amount of Iowa's counties will have more people 65 and older than 18 and under. So there is some work that we need to do here in our county, and particularly the senior center, since we actually are one of the largest senior centers in the state. So I'm going to need you all's advice and ideas on advocacy and different things that we're doing, and I'm definitely going to give you all some updates on some of the things that I'm working on now. And to tell you some of the things I've done, and with hope to get that from you all. So I'm gonna see if I can get you all to kind of help me look at future, current kind of things of what we think might. So I might have to see some articles, so you might have to do some reading. So
That's fine.
But yeah, just how do we do that? Who are we serving? How do we stay relevant with the changing demographics kind of thing? So and so what will be really helpful for me over the next couple of months is being able to ask community members what they are hearing about the senior center, and positive, and I don't care if it's positive or negative. I mean, because if it's negative, then what can we do to, sometimes people might not know how much it costs or something. Maybe we can do a better job of that or that kind of thing. So find out, because we want to be the best senior center. I say we're the best senior center, but somebody gonna give me a plaque. I don't know who, but I'm gonna get a plaque. I'm gonna put it in my window, put it in the lobby, put it in the paper. Somehow we're gonna get some kind of, we did it. So that is kind of some ideas. I would love to hear from you all. That can be really, really, really helpful operationally as we continue to move forward. Of course, I would love for you all to participate in a lot of the things that we have coming up, and I will get into those in a minute because it's next on the agenda of things that we have coming up. But I would love to get you all's feedback, even if we have to do some small working groups or get some other people to really talk about what we can do to prepare for new seniors that are coming to the area. I think last week I was talking to 2 new people who moved here because they're like, well, I'm here because the hospital's here and the senior center has so many things to offer that's just not in a lot of other places, which is beautiful. But it also means we're gonna need more staff. We're gonna need more everything. The senior center has been pretty stagnant on staff since the beginning. I mean, I've pushed and we've got a couple more, but the positions have changed a little bit, but it has a very similar staffing amount. I mean, we were able to add nights and weekends, but Okay, anyways, I don't want to keep talking too long, sorry. I'm messing up my couple of minutes I'm getting. Okay, yes, okay. So those are thoughts that I had. So I wanted to give you all a quick kind of snapshot, I guess. So the Black Future Fest is coming up. So Parables of the Future. So we're celebrating Afrofuturism, which is a celebration of think of it as like, how's the best way to describe it? It would be a beautiful collaboration of just talking about the vibrancy of foundational Black folks and what they have brought to this country. We can remember the history, but what does it look like in the future and have liberation, and for all of us to be free, for all of us to not have some of these different systems of, I don't know if I could say that, systems of oppression that impact us, whether that's race, gender, class, etc. And like how do those things impact us? Like what it would be like if we didn't have those things, right? So that's kind of the idea behind Afrofuturism. So we have based the festival off of Octavia E. Butler, and she's a writer. She was a writer. She recently passed not too long ago, and so we have partnered with a gazillion people to do this festival, and so it is a multi-part cultural event. And I like to do these type of events because it really allows people to see the Senior Center as like this cultural hub in some ways. And so the Parable of the Future, if you know Octavia Butler's work, she has a book that's well known called Parable of a Sower. So we kind of borrowed from that a little bit, and it's called Black Future Fest. So a lot of people are calling it Black Future Fest because BFF kind of works. It's best friends forever. So anyways, coming up this Monday is a day of service. It's MLK. So we're technically closed, but we'll be open for a day of service. So we'll have a food drive. So please, if you know folks, we have volunteers who will walk out even to your car if you come up to the Washington Street door and grab boxes and different things out the car.
Can I interrupt for a second?
Sure.
I actually told my class about this
Oh,
whole thing.
great.
And I printed up some flyers.
Oh, great.
Not the ones that you had, but I typed it up.
The little
printed
ones?
it out.
Yeah.
And I had a couple of people who said they'd actually read the books, or at least
Oh.
one of the books.
Yeah. I mean, she's
So I
she's
was-
amazing,
I was
amazing
amazed.
writer. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
so
well
people
known.
were kind of aware of it, and because I felt sorry for you, because you were like, "Help me get this story."
Yeah, help me get the word out, please.
And more people know about it than I thought they did.
Well, beautiful.
So
Good.
They were very happy to hear about it.
Good. I'm very excited.
Yeah,
We're
it's
very
pretty good.
excited. I mean, we at this point have partnered with Iowa City Public Library, Public Space One, Dream City, United Action for Youth, Film Scene, and Human Rights Commission. Just a whole bunch of people. North Liberty Library. I can't even think of all the people. The Iowa City Foreign Relations Council, Africa Fest founders. Just a lot of folks have come together to help us pull this together. The Senior Center is just kind of the impetus, the birthing place of this, coming out of the original Mature Groovers group that we have, and in replace of the Black History Ball for this year. So I said, oh, we'll do something easier.
But I love the Black History Ball.
I know, it is amazing. It's amazing. I was like, I don't want, it's so much work I don't want to do.
I know.
And now it's like 40 different even, I don't know.
Oh, it's worse.
It's, yeah, I'm like, oh Lord, what did I do to myself? So anyway, so we will be doing that, but so please tell people about the food drive. As you all know, we're trying to pull together a community mural project. If you go to the front desk, there should be a couple of kits left if you're into art. We're trying to have some art that will be able to be hung up in the Afrofuturism Library, which is in Public Space One, and or here at the Senior Center in our staircase.
I had
Yeah.
somebody ask me about the mural part. Is it like pieces for a whole big mural?
Yeah.
Or is it like
so
each
the kit has a 4x4
Okay.
canvas. So we'll take all the canvases and put them together.
Because somebody was asking me what, is it on rock or stone?
No, it's
I
just a
wasn't
canvas.
sure. Okay.
It's just a canvas. It's just it's like, I should have brought one up. It's a cute canvas. That,
Yeah.
you put your name on the back and
And then you can
we have some
do-
artists that'll pull them together to turn
Cool,
it into
that's
a
cool.
canvas.
Okay.
So we're doing that. And then little time will pass, and then on the 31st will be another event, which will be an open house over at Public Space 1, which is off of Gilbert Street. And so they have some folks from the Center for Afrofuturistic Studies that will do some readings and different things, and we'll have some appetizers and that kind of thing. So, of course, there's other pieces, like the film festival, which will be on February 12th. The book club, we'll have a book club for both books, one at the end of January and one at the beginning of February. So it's basically something once a week until February 19th. And the big day is obviously we have some amazing speakers that are going to Zoom in, and then some local folks at the library, and there'll be a discussion about Octavia Butler. And then we'll be down here for the official opening of the historic Post Office Gallery in Iowa City Senior Center in downtown Iowa City. So we have a new logo, and we're opening up our 2 galleries for public to also be able to bring art in. Over the last 20 plus years that we've had this, most of our artists have been seniors in the building. And so we are partnering with the Public Arts Advisory Committee, Commission, Council, one of those. They're helping us kind of spruce up what we have, and then we will put out for people in Iowa, it doesn't even have to be Iowa City, in Iowa, to have their art here in our building, which will probably lend to more gallery openings, which means I'll need more volunteers. But yes, but that'll be great. And one thing we're thinking about adding is an art gallery docent volunteer opportunity. So there might be some people.
That'd be nice.
In that. Yeah. So that'll give another volunteer opportunity to keep people connected. So anyways, that day is February 14th, which we all know that's a special day. But after that, we'll have our art opening, our art gallery opening, and a fashion show. So we have 12 models who are going to be wearing Afrofuturistic clothing. So we're really excited about that. So that's the update for the Black Future Fest. And then what is my next one? I don't have.
Facility update.
Facility update. As you all know, the windows and the doors are completed. We still probably have a couple of little tiny things to do, but it wouldn't be anything you guys would really notice here this spring. We are still working on HVAC, digital controls. Every time you see that big fan out there, they're still working on it. So we're hoping here in the next month or two, we'll have the digital controls together, and then we'll start planning for our interior renovations.
I think the completion of the windows and doors deserves applause.
Yes. And I would like to inform you all that we have received an award from the Historic Preservation
Good.
for institutional
Cool.
renovation. So that will be in March. I'll email you all the exact date, but it's at the library. I think it's like 5:30. So you all, I would love for any of our commissioners to come and celebrate with us, because y'all had to endure being in this building while it was cold and then it was hot and then it was scaffolding everywhere and you couldn't get in some doors. So we all deserve to show up and get a beautiful award for the work that we're doing. I always tell people restoring historic buildings is a form of sustainability because we're keeping what we have and fixing it up instead of tearing it down and building something new. So that's where we are on that. Those are kind of the updates that I have on those topics. If you have any questions, I'll take them at this time.
So they're working on HVAC right now?
Yes, well, that's going to be a ongoing. Right now, the biggest thing is having digital controls. For the last 5 or 6 years, the reason why we've had so much up and down is the system that we had was out of date, and we didn't have digital control where we could see the temperature. So we've just been kind of moving the lever up and down, hoping and praying. And a lot of times our prayers ain't getting out the building. So, so we have some fluctuation in temperature. So we'll be able to digitally see the temperature of the different zones in the building and be able to make adjustments.
It's kind of a weird system, I think.
It is. I mean,
it's partly always.
Well, the thing is the building has multiple parts to it, right? So it has the original post office, and then there was an addition, and then there was, you know, other pieces. So we have like 3 different systems that run the building. So we're working on that.
It's got an open staircase.
Yes, yes. And so that with all the high ceilings and all of that stuff, it just really kind of impacts how things can be in that building. We're not alone. I wish I would say that all the facilities didn't have some HVAC situation, but they kind of all do. So we're really excited about Lost and some of the writing in that Lost vote that passed allows us to be able to have some dollars to do some facility upgrades, which we're, for us who are here every day, we appreciate. So, okay, that's all I have, unless other people have questions about any of the updates so far. No?
Nope.
Okay.
I guess not.
All right, I am here. Please feel free to email if you have questions after.
Did you get new furniture for downstairs? Or,
For the first floor, oh man, that might have been about 6 or 9
because I
months
came
ago.
in there and there was like nothing there. And I knew something was going on, but I wasn't sure.
Well, we did some cleaning, so if you didn't see anything there, we
That's
might have
probably what it
probably did
was.
some cleaning
Okay.
and then put it back, yeah. But no, we haven't, we purchased some about 9 months ago, it was that new green furniture.
Oh, okay, that's what okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I just wondered, because I was like,
Yeah, we're slowly changing them on you all, so, but
that's okay.
just know, we're just trying to keep you on your toes, that's all it is.
That's cool.
Okay,
Great.
master plan discussion? What was that, what we just had?
Do we have?
I don't, we can always discuss an annual plan for commission if we want to, if you all are interested in doing that, we could, you know, take some time at another meeting if you all want to, we can put it on the agenda to talk about an annual
Is that
plan
like
for
for further in
commission.
advance? or-
Yeah, like for the rest of the year, like different things, we can have a discussion about what we could be doing outside of this or in the meeting. We could put that on the agenda for next time as a master plan, but I know that's kind of referencing the building master plan. And I kind of, right now, we are in a process of looking at some different folks, some internal stuff about potential contractors and different things for, but it's like an overall city, so I can't really say too much about it. But yeah, but we're working on it.
Okay,
They put me on the committee so I can see for myself.
cool.
It sounds cool. That means
Sounds
more
cool.
reading.
Means more nights.
More things to do, yeah. Yay, I'm excited. Yeah.
Okay, so do we have any report on community correspondence, anybody?
No, like I said, I've had a couple people talk to me about a couple things. You know, they come up to me. One thing, just out here, I was just sitting here waiting for the meeting to start, and I had 2 different people came up and really applauded Frank Murray's film class.
Oh, it's film.
Everybody's waiting for it. I guess it starts in March, and people absolutely love that class. I mean,
That
you
is
have to get a
great.
bigger classroom.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
It's packed.
you
It's
know what?
packed.
Lately, a lot of our classes are packed.
They're
and we're like,
packed.
I mean, like really, like
This is
putting
something
out
on
extra
the Great Wave
chairs.
thing you may want to think about because
I know.
yeah, it's getting tight in there.
Yeah.
I mean, your knees are up to the next chair and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and that's never been that way.
Yeah, it's been really full.
But they were applauding his class. He's great.
Yeah.
And there's so many other classes that I've had people come up to me and say, "Boy, this is a great class. Did you take this class?" Or you know, and stuff. And it's just
That's beautiful.
I'm hearing a lot of good stuff.
Well, we always know that most of our members and people who end up connecting to the senior center are here because of word of mouth. Not that we don't have fancy marketing that we put out,
Right.
but it's mostly
lot of it's
somebody
word of
talked to somebody, and that's how they got here, about our reputation, which we'll take that. We'll
Yeah.
take that any day. So yeah, we have some really amazing, wonderful folks, and if you all know folks in the community that want to come and teach here and different things, we have a little form that we can say, hey, let us know what you want to do. And
Oh, and there's
we can
just
see
so
where-
much participation. And I've been to several of those classes, just got to check them out. And there's a lot of people, like the other one, the Wednesday 1 o'clock one that they have. That's there's always, it's packed full.
Good.
It's packed full, and there's discussion groups and stuff, and, I mean, it's awesome. It's just awesome. And that's just a lady who just kind of runs the thing. She kind of runs the stuff, and just people are showing up like crazy. And a lot more than even last time, last fall. So,
Well, that's good. I mean, because sometimes the word has to get out when you start a new program like
Yeah,
that.
I
Yes.
had a quick question.
Sure.
Just, you mentioned when you first started your report that you would like to see us here or involved. And I was just gonna say, is there anything specific that you, like your top 3 things that you would like to see us at?
I think anytime we have larger events, it doesn't mean everybody has to
Yeah.
come, but like maybe what we can do is we can create a sign up sheet for the year for some of the big things that we have, and maybe we can have 2 or 3 commissioners come. Lee comes to everything, so I know we always got one. We always got one. But yeah, it would be nice for instance on Monday when we're doing our day of service, it might be great to have a commissioner helping us in the food pantry.
I'll be there.
Yeah, well, so I think that's always helpful, when
That
we.
just helps.
Yeah, it just, so I think our bigger things or, if we have a concert or something, because those things bring out like, 100, just kind of depends. We have an open house. The last big open house we had, it was like over 400 people. So it's like, it's nice. And I think we need to get you guys I think we have name tags, but I'll get you all some name tags so people know that you're commissioner. So that, and maybe we should do that. We should get you all's pictures, put it downstairs so people know when they see you in the building. Make you fancy. Okay. Kristen, please put a note about that. Okay.
Give me some advance warning so I can make myself pretty.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Make myself beautiful.
Well, see, you will know because if we have a list, it'll already be on your calendar. So you'll be able to get your outfit together
There you
weeks
go.
in advance. So yes, that'll be good. So yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is just because I look to you all as additional leaders in here outside of staff. Staff, we got to be here because this pays our bills, right? Like, but we want to be here, of course, because we love the senior center. But like, it's great to have people who are not on a payroll to be here and be here. Like, I want to be here and I'm supportive of this. So that's
Showing that
really
support. Okay.
yeah, so that's probably the biggest thing is kind of being an ambassador for the senior center, talking about the senior center in the public, about what you like about it or what you're learning about it, helps us because the more people know about us, we're not a secret. And I want people to utilize our space. We're doing a fantastic job, and so we
I was
want
just
to
thinking,
maintain
could
that.
we get something like, I don't know, it's like a handout or like a little card or something for people who are interested in just kind of, not like talking about,
The
but
senior center?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, we
Or
have
something, I don't
We
know.
have some pamphlets in the hallway on that little table down there.
Oh, okay.
They're smaller. They're about this yay big.
okay, cool.
Just grab a handful of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I always give people the program guide too, because then it's just kind of showing them all.
It
of the
says
things we
everything,
have.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
So I always keep something in my car or something because somebody always finding me at
Yeah.
the grocery store. So I'm like, hold on, let me get it out.
Yeah.
Because I can't ever. We change programs and stuff. Some are pretty consistent, but others I'm like, I don't remember what we got this month. So
That's cool.
yeah,
Okay,
so-
good to know.
yeah. There's some there are pamphlets that should be darker blue and white
Okay,
on the table back there.
okay,
So,
I'll look for them.
yeah.
Question. What are we doing to encourage people of color to come here?
Well, I will tell you what. That is interesting comment. So I would say when I started here at the senior center, way back when, 8 years ago, whatever, our numbers for people of color were pretty low,
They've always been low.
but they aren't low at this time.
Yeah,
They're
that's
not
cool.
low.
Good.
I would tell you, because I'm a research nerd, so I look at statistics probably more than anybody in this building wants me to. I'd be like, pull that number for me. And I will tell you that over, I would say, oh gosh, what is it? I have it written down somewhere. Our numbers used to vary under 5%. I would say we're probably at 10, 12, 13, 14% of our membership is people of color. The other piece of that is we have a lot of people who are people of color. They're just not members. So they aren't always representative of that number. Like, for instance, our choir has never had people of color, and now we have people of color in our choir. By having the OMGers, which was a very intentional group that I started to bring in more people of color, it is a group for people of color. So that is an intentional way of bringing people in to say, hey, we realize that we don't have you as representative. What are some things you're interested in? The advantage of using that strategy has been, for instance, the Black Future Fest, which gives us more visibility in the community as a cultural hub.
Well, the Soul Train thing.
The Soul Train event that we
was
have,
huge.
that's coming out of that group. So it's coming from those folks, but it benefits our overall senior center of how inclusive and welcoming we have been. The trips that we have taken, that
Yes.
came out of that group as well. And so we do have those folks. And we're starting to get more teachers of color to facilitate our classes. We have a art teacher coming up soon. So those things are actually happening, and I'm really excited about that. There's always more work to do, but the fact that I used to get here and barely ever see any people of color at all week, and now I can walk out my door and see people in the lobby is
I think there's more
huge
people that are
difference.
retiring too, with retirement.
Yeah,
That-
I
there's
just,
something.
it's just a larger
something,
population
yeah.
of a generation that are retiring at a faster rate because
Yeah.
there's more of
I think
them.
that has something.
And then also people are finding themselves to feel more welcome here. For instance, we have always had a goal to have approximately 9 to 11% of our members to be utilizing our low income membership, right? So we have a low income membership. Our number is probably closer to about 15 to 17% people utilizing that, which means they get discounts on classes. So all of our metrics that when I got here that we have gone
Shifting.
above and beyond that. So
Good.
you know, so we are definitely headed in the right direction. I'm excited about it. So yeah, good question.
Well, when I worked here before, I worked here from 95 to 97, 30 years ago. So, but when I worked here, there was very little of that. And there was very little, and it was just, they were trying to do more intergenerational stuff with college kids and stuff. And there was no university students here at all or anything.
Well, now we got
Now we got lots of them.
we got
maybe
plenty.
1 or 2 a year,
Yeah. No, we have plenty, and we have some more starting on Monday. So we'll have some other stuff.
There's so much fun to have around.
Yeah, but we have a lot of really amazing things that are coming up.
Yeah.
I've been presenting some information about Great Wave and the changing demographics to the fire department, and I'll be able to work with SOME. We're going to try to pull some things together for police and fire and EMS about how we can serve older adults.
Well, the feedback I've been
And-
getting on classes has been, and this has just been within the last, since the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
People have come up to me and said, hey, I really like this class. Have you tried this class? And they're starting to know, that I'm here, I guess.
Yeah.
And so, I've heard really positive stuff
That's
from everybody.
good. That is really good.
Some of these are new members too, I think.
Yeah, and that's really good, right?
Yeah.
We want people who've been here and new people to
It's
feel
great.
welcome. Yeah. Other questions? I know we're in the commission discussion area.
Yeah.
I have no questions.
No, okay.
We have any other business?
What's this about, the trail presentation? What's that about?
Oh, probably in the next month or two,
Okay.
we'll have Trail, we'll probably have Trail come and present maybe in March, I believe.
I like that.
When we have a part of the interagency agreement, when we have a agency housed in our building, is they kind of give a presentation.
Could we get SHIP to come in here too?
Sure,
I really like that.
Well, what
Just
we'll
tell me
do
how-
is,
you know.
what we'll do is we'll have all the staff rotate through and talk about
Right.
what they're doing. And Emily, since she's the coordinator of SHIP, she will
Oh, okay.
come in. And
I didn't know who was
she
doing.
Yeah, Emily, she does SHIP and tax aid, which is coming up. Tax aid is, we're getting prepared for that. which is
I
a whole thing.
really like to meet again Angela?
Oh, the new program specialist. Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I figured I didn't want to bring her today. She only been here about 8 days. She might have a lot of things. She's trying to learn really quickly. So I'll try to bring her maybe next month, even just to sit in and introduce herself. If you haven't got a chance to meet her, she
Got
is
another-
around.
Yeah, she's nice.
Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Well, if there's nothing else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
All motion.
Seconded?
I'll second.
Okay.
Okay.
Moved and seconded. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? None.
I hope not.
It's adjourned.